powerful winter storm system moved inland on February 17th through February 18th, 2026, bringing heavy snow, high winds, and dangerous travel conditions across parts of the United States. National Weather Service winter storm warnings were issued in multiple states as the system pushed moisture from the Pacific inland and collided with cold air over the interior Rockies and northern plains. Forecasters warned of whiteout conditions and several feet of snow in higher elevations, creating hazardous travel and widespread alerts for both mountain and mid-latitude regions.
Look at the snow! Oh my god, like, no... It is almost my shoulder.
In California, the storm's most severe impacts were concentrated in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Over a 3-day span, the region received more than 5 feet of new snow, including a single 24-hour total of 28 inches, as reported by scientific measurement stations. Winds in the mountains were recorded at 40 miles per hour, contributing to blizzard conditions with near-zero visibility that made travel extremely hazardous. Snowfall rates reached up to 3 inches per hour at times during the peak of the storm. The storm caused major disruption to transportation infrastructure. Interstate 80 was closed in both directions because heavy snow and whiteout conditions made the route unsafe. When sections of I-80 later reopened, authorities required chains on all vehicles and kept commercial truck traffic restricted to improve safety. Highway 50 and other mountain highways were also shut down or limited as snow removal crews struggled to keep up with the volume of snow and drifting. Travel conditions were so severe that cars became buried under snow along Interstate 80 near Donner Summit, and heavy equipment was needed to dig them out before lanes could be cleared. Multiple spinouts and minor crashes were reported as drivers lost traction on snow-covered pavement. Highway patrol officers temporarily stopped traffic in several areas, while crews cleared crash scenes and reopened sections of road under safer conditions. The storm also disrupted power and essential services. Heavy, wet snow and the persistent wind brought down trees and power lines, resulting in tens of thousands of customers losing electricity across parts of California. Utility crews worked continuously to restore service where access was possible, but deep snow and blocked roads slowed progress. The storm's severity contributed to one of the deadliest avalanches in recent U.S. history. On February 17th, in the Lake Tahoe backcountry near Castle Peak, a large avalanche struck a group of backcountry skiers returning from a multi-day trip. The slide occurred at about 11:30 a.m., as deep snowpack and unstable layering persisted. 8 people were confirmed killed, 1 was presumed dead, and 6 survived. Rescue operations were slowed by ongoing snow and high winds, and the incident occurred amid high avalanche danger warnings that remained in effect through February 19th. The combination of deep snow and high winds also knocked down trees and power lines across parts of northern and central California, leaving thousands of customers without electricity in counties, including El Dorado and Calaveras. Emergency services were mobilized to respond to isolated communities where heavy snow blocked access, and officials urged residents to delay non-essential travel until conditions stabilized. Beyond California, the storm spread heavy snow and strong winds across the northern plains and upper Midwest.
Good Tuesday afternoon here, folks, from Mammoth Lakes, California. As you can see, it is still snowing very hard, very windy. I think we got about probably at least 4 feet, maybe more at my house here.
Minnesota's North Shore recorded as high as 34 inches of snow in some places, forcing road closures, causing dozens of vehicle accidents, and leaving thousands without power. Schools across the region delayed openings or closed entirely, and State Patrol reported multiple semis jackknifed and passenger vehicles sliding off highways. North Dakota, Wyoming, and the Dakotas also received nearly 10 inches of snow, with gusty winds producing drifting snow and whiteout conditions that made rural roads treacherous and delayed travel for emergency and utility crews. Even areas farther south experienced several inches of accumulation, contributing to hazardous commuting conditions and forcing local authorities to issue travel advisories. While serious, these impacts were milder than the multi-foot snow, highway closures, and deadly avalanche hazards experienced in California's Sierra Nevada. But they still disrupted daily life for millions and highlighted the broad reach of the storm across the northern United States.
Oh my God.
Experts says that the storm was driven by a deep Pacific jet stream that funneled abundant moisture into the west coast and lifted it over cold continental air. In California, prolonged dry conditions prior to the storm had left older, hardened snow layers in the Sierra. When intense new snowfall accumulated rapidly atop those weak layers, it increased avalanche risk and made snowpack stability poor.
Oh, a typical old-fashioned.
Forecasters had issued avalanche warnings for backcountry terrain, and snowfall rates of up to 3 to 4 inches per hour at times overwhelmed removal crews and contributed to near zero visibility on mountain highways. Looking forward, officials have emphasized that hazards will persist even as snow tapers. Chain controls and vehicle restrictions remain in effect on major routes like I-80 and Highway 50, and travelers are being advised to delay trips or proceed only with proper winter equipment. Avalanche danger continues in the backcountry, and emergency management agencies are monitoring conditions for further snow or wind that could cause additional slides or travel disruptions. Residents in affected counties are encouraged to stay informed through local weather briefings, maintain emergency supplies, and use caution on roads still affected by deep snow or ice.
Good Monday afternoon, everybody. Trying to get this measurement here. We have almost 10 inches of snow here in Mammoth since 12 o'clock.
Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.